Imagine waking up one morning, grabbing your phone, and seeing headlines that say Bitcoin hits $150,000. You scroll through your feed and everybody's talking about one thing. The US government is officially stockpiling Bitcoin. Sounds like science fiction, right? Well, this might be closer to reality than you think. So recently, President Trump announced plans to create a US crypto strategic reserve, which is effectively a national stash of various cryptocurrencies.
President Trump announcing the creation of a strategic crypto reserve.
President Trump announced the creation of a US crypto strategic reserve.
Now, to be clear, this could be the moment that changes everything for digital assets. Not only could this send Bitcoin's value soaring, but it might also legitimize crypto in ways that we've never seen before. Imagine what this could mean for your investments, or even how countries compete in the global economy. But there's a catch. This plan does come with risks that could shake up the entire market. So in this video, my AI assistant Tiara and I will break down what this reserve means for Bitcoin's future, how it could impact your portfolio, and whether this is the start of a new financial revolution. Now, to me, it's like the government's finally admitting, hey, these digital coins that we kept saying, they were for criminals, well, they're legit.
Or maybe the government is the biggest batch of criminals there is.
Hey, anyone from Big Brother that's watching this, Tiara said that. That was not me, to be clear. But honestly, would it even be surprising? Think about it. First, they ignored crypto, then they mocked it. Then they tried to regulate it to death. And now all of a sudden they want to hoard it. It sounds like, just a classic power move. Now, if you want to stay ahead of these market shifts and see how they impact your investments, make sure to subscribe, as I do my best to cover issues like this so that you don't get blindsided in the future. Anyway, we're still in the early stages and the details aren't really clear yet. For instance, how much of each crypto will they hold? How will they buy it? And most importantly, what's the end game? But the real question is this a game changer? Or is this just kind of another blip on the radar?
How about we dive into the potential benefits of a crypto reserve to find out?
Yeah, we could do that, Tiara. And trust me, for those of you watching, this isn't just about making crypto bros rich. What if I told you that this reserve could actually help reduce the national debt?
Stop lying.
It sounds crazy, right? Well, let's take a second and imagine that the government, is actually a savvy crypto investor. Weird, I know, but hear me out. So first off, cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, they could act as a hedge against inflation. We've all felt the pinch of rising prices, right? Well, with a limited supply, Bitcoin might help protect the value of our national assets when the dollar takes a hit. Further, if crypto values keep climbing, taxpayers could actually benefit. Imagine the government using crypto gains to fund public projects or reduce taxes or even our deficit. And get this, by embracing crypto, the US could position itself as a leader in blockchain innovation and digital finance, which means we'll attract top talent, foster new industries, and maybe even create the next Silicon Valley of crypto.
This is all great, Ron, but how exactly will this impact the price of Bitcoin?
All right, well, Tiara, we're getting to that, but I guess we can jump to it now. So the mere announcement of a US crypto reserve sent Bitcoin's price on a roller coaster ride. We saw Bitcoin jump to over $94,000, which was a 10% increase in just a matter of hours. Now, granted, the price has come down and basically erased the gains the day after because of the tariffs that Trump is going to institute, but the power of a US crypto reserve was fully on display. And this could be just the beginning. Now let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture here. So the US isn't operating in a vacuum here, right? Other countries are watching and they're likely to react. China, for instance, has been working for years to create its own official digital currency. But how do you think that they'll respond to the US potentially gaining an edge in the crypto space?
What could they do?
It could spark a digital currency arms race with, major economies scrambling to establish their own crypto reserves, which will reduce supply even further and increase the price. And it's not just about the big players either. So smaller countries might see this as an opportunity to level the playing field. El Salvador, for instance, has already made Bitcoin legal tender. So could we see more nations following suit, using crypto to reduce their dependence on the US dollar? Well, it's not as impossible as people once thought it was. Now, here's another angle to consider. With the US government throwing its weight behind crypto, we could see a massive surge in blockchain innovation. Companies might feel more confident investing in blockchain technology, knowing that it has the backing of the world's largest economy, which could lead to advancements in areas like supply chain management, voting systems, and even how we handle our personal data. The possibilities here are kind of mind-boggling, and this really could quite literally change the global economy in ways that we can't even fathom today. But hold on, before we get too carried away with visions of a crypto-powered future, we do need to address what I'd call the elephant in the room.
I'm going to assume these are the challenges and concerns?
Yes, definitely, Tara, definitely. So the reality is, when it comes to crypto, things are they're never as simple as they seem. So by now you might be thinking, well, hey, this crypto reserve thing, it sounds like a no-brainer. And as much as I wish you were right, I really do, it's just not that easy. So first off, where's all this money coming from? So Senator Cynthia Lummis has proposed selling a portion of the Federal Reserve's gold reserves to buy 1 million Bitcoin. And that's about 5% of all Bitcoin in circulation, which sounds simple, right?
Let's do it.
Well, not so fast. Analysts are scratching their heads over how to fund this without causing inflation or increasing government debt. And it's not clear if Trump can just wave his magic wand and create this reserve with an executive order. If the Fed's involved, we might need Congress to pass a bill. And let's be real, getting Congress to agree on, what to have for lunch is hard enough, let alone on a massive crypto investment. Granted, at present, Republicans have unified control of the government, but it only takes a few folks to vote against this and, against their party that would kill the deal. And there are more things to consider as well. So regulators are warning banks about crypto asset risks, including fraud and volatility. And here's a scary thought. What if this reserve gives the government too much power over the crypto market? Some worry it could lead to market manipulation or even threaten national security. And now here's the kicker. Isn't the whole point of crypto to be decentralized? By creating a government-backed reserve, we might be going against the very principles that make crypto so appealing. So what do you think? Is this crypto strategic reserve a brilliant move for the future of finance? Or are we really just kind of setting ourselves up for a digital disaster? Well, the jury's still out, but one thing's for sure, the crypto world is never boring.
Isn't that the truth? But what does all of this mean for investors, Ron?
Yes, Tiara, good point. Let's cover that. So first, we already said that if Uncle Sam and other countries start buying up crypto and Bitcoin, we're going to see prices skyrocket. And also, trust in cryptocurrencies as a whole will go up as well, which could lead to more mainstream adoption and potentially more stable prices in the long run. But there's more things to consider. With the government holding a basket of cryptocurrencies, it's more likely that investors all over the world will diversify their portfolio and add not just Bitcoin as an asset, but diversify with the other major cryptocurrencies as well that Trump had mentioned. Now, with all these changes, it's also likely there will be increased government involvement, which means in time, there will be more regulations coming down the pipeline, and this could really be a double-edged sword, right? On the one hand, it might add more trust and make crypto investing safer and more stable, but on the other hand, it could potentially limit some of the freedoms that really drew, many people into the idea of cryptocurrency in the first place. But here's the bottom line. If you're thinking about investing in crypto because of this news or because of some other news that you heard, just make sure that you're thinking long-term, right? The crypto market is still young and volatile. Don't invest money that you can't afford to lose, and be prepared for a bumpy ride as news comes out. Remember, even if the government starts hoarding Bitcoin, it really doesn't guarantee success at all. So what's an investor to do? Well, first talk to a professional, but here's my quick checklist. So do your research. Don't just jump on the crypto bandwagon because of the hype. Understand crypto and if it makes sense for you. Now, me personally, I am invested in crypto and have been for many years now, but that's because I have done a lot of research and believe in the entire ecosystem. Next, you want to diversify. So consider spreading your investments across different cryptocurrencies and traditional assets. Myself and many others advocate for everyone to hold the majority of crypto in Bitcoin, but from there you can diversify further. Also, stay informed. So keep up with regulatory changes and market trends. Pay attention to the news, and of course, subscribe to my channel as I cover important crypto happenings when they occur. Next, think long-term. So don't let short-term price swings scare you out of a solid investment strategy. In my eyes, if you aren't investing in crypto for a minimum of 10 years, I don't think that you should invest in it at all. And also, only invest what you can afford to lose. And seriously, this one's important. This is not a guarantee. And while I think it's okay to dabble in crypto, realize that things could still go to zero. So while this reserve could shake up the market, the real question is, where is Bitcoin actually headed in the long run? Well, to answer that, I had AI predict Bitcoin's price for the next 50 years, and the responses that I got, honestly, kind of mind-blowing. So you can click here to check that out. or click over here to watch a different video that YouTube thinks that you'll like. But before you go, make sure to subscribe to the channel to unlock financial success one AI chat at a time. Thanks for your support.